Good afternoon and welcome to Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. We're here because yesterday was Friday the 13th. It is currently the 14th, but they were still doing it today. And we're here because they opened up one of their houses. I don't know entirely what that entails. I do believe last year when they did this, it was like a house with actors in it, but I couldn't really tell from the website if it had the full actors in it. There's gonna be a light on in about an hour, so we're hoping to get into the house first, do the lights on, and then maybe get one more run in it after. I don't know fully if I can film or not. I'm sure it was in the thumbnail, or I'm saying it right now if I did get to film. So hopefully I do, because I think they allowed filming last year. Again, I didn't get to go last year, unfortunately. I really wanted to, because this is something I really like. I love horror stuff. So they opened up one of the houses. We're heading straight back there. It's over by Cobra's Curse. So it is over here. This is their Evermore Holding Realty house. I believe the Stranglewood Estate was its previous one. I think that's just like its holding name right now. This house stays up year round to my knowledge now. It's not obviously open year round, but they are selling Howl-O-Scream tickets right now because they did just fully announce it. They also do have a lot of discounted Howl-O-Scream merch over here, probably left over from last year. But here is the line. They do have the speakers playing. Again, I'm not really sure if it's the full house or if it's a situation where it's like a tour of the house. Either way, I'm really excited. I love haunted houses and I love all this horror stuff. So they'll be super excited to head inside. So we're going to be hopping in line. Doesn't look too bad of a wait. That actually does kind of surprise me. I thought this would be an hour wait.
Please wait for me right there. Please. Alright, my name is Tom Green with Howl-O-Screams Real Estate. And I understand that you're here to tour the house with the possibility of purchasing the house. So full disclosure before we go any further, I just want you to stay with me at all times. It's an old house, you know. You might hear or see things. It's most likely your imagination. I just want to make sure you don't become part of the house. So please stay with me at all times. Now, pertaining to the house, it's a good house at a great location. Hey, sister, I'm here to tell you about the house. So pertaining to the house, it's solid. Solid house. Follow me, please. I'll show you around. Hey, fantastic house with good homes wherever you look up. It's solid. It's been here for a long time. Building the house, they order stuff from all over the world. So if you need any place in the world, most likely they brought something from there. They have solid bones, as you can see. This is cedar behind there. You don't see houses like that. Hey, this is the place where they have the parties. This is the place where they have the dancing. The furniture. The quality of this thing, hey, repulsor that, and it'll be brand new. I can still hear the music, you know. It's almost like you can still hear the piano playing. You know, you can still hear the music going on, and the dancing going on. It's almost like they're still hanging around, you know. I'm going to show you the next room now. It's a beautiful place. Why would you want to change anything? I don't know antiques. Do you like antiques? Oh, yes. Okay. I know that there's a little bit of movement there. It might get windy here in Florida, so that might be the wind. Pertaining to the dining area, it extends to the other side, but it's under construction right now. Be quiet! Stop complaining! I'm going to show you the next room now. It's a beautiful place, you know. Alright, great. Ice cream. Anyways, I'm going to show you the next room now. Beautiful, wherever you look at, it's solid. Look at that now. I'll just cover him up. Anyways, fantastic. This room has a lot of potential, guys. Yes. Hey, Dad, you want to be in the photo? Of course. You'll break the camera out there. This way, please. Yeah. The body laying right under it. Not that I've seen anything like that in here, but I have to disclose that before you purchase the house. Everything stays with the house. You stay with the house. You stay with the house. There we go. Wendy! 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 Going that way, make an offer. It's a beautiful house. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Stay. See you around.
So we just got done in the Stranglewood estate, so obviously not quite the full house. It's kind of a unique experience just for this like tour thing. I think it was super fun actually. I actually ended up enjoying it a lot. Our tour guide was great. I don't know how all the other tour guides was, but he was great. Huge shout out to him because he was really selling it. And obviously you're supposed to be like touring the house to buy it. I really enjoyed it. Even though it was like not super scary, there was a couple parts that got me a little bit. He came up behind me one of the times. I don't know if it showed up on camera. I shook pretty bad. And then they did have some people throughout the house banging on things, and there was a bunch of the moving stuff. It was interesting to see the house during the day. I really like seeing the daytime tours of the houses just because I think they're super interesting to see. I've actually never done this house, so it was very interesting to see all the different scares. I could definitely see that being a very scary house. I'm hoping to come down this year for this house. But it also could be a really cool house. Like they had one of those zip line things where a picture frame like broke open and somebody would come through and hang above you. But again, dark in that house, I bet it would be very scary. But this is super cool. We'll be coming back shortly because at 4 o'clock, 4 to 6, they're doing a lights on tour where they turn all the lights on and they have all the props and stuff off, and then you can just walk through by yourself. So we're gonna go check that out here soon. But for right now, we're gonna go check out the PassHolder Lounge. As we're heading back to the PassHolder Lounge, they do have some of their summer celebration stuff up, including a photo op, a food booth, and then a stage over here that looks like it houses a DJ during the nighttime festivities. Unfortunately, I do not believe we will be staying here tonight for it. We just live so far, it's kind of hard for us to stay super late without getting home super late due to all the traffic. So we won't be staying for it tonight, but maybe later in the season we'll try to get back here. Because they do have a drone show similar to SeaWorld that they added, but there's just like a full drone show with a little bit of fireworks at the end. And it does seem like it's a decent show, so would like to see it, hopefully before the summer ends. So as you're heading past Gwazi in the event pavilion area, you do come across the Springs Tap Room that is a restaurant and bar over here off to the side. And then the PassHolder Lounge is now over here, and it's called the PassHolder Member Landing, so we're gonna go in and check that out. Here's a look at the PassHolder Lounge. Definitely a little bit smaller than the one over in SeaWorld. They do only have water in here and not soda. I do believe it used to be in an old location. It is over here. It does have some tables and seats sitting around though. Definitely nice during the summer with some air conditioning. All right, we made it back over here to the Stranglewood Estate. I did want to mention they are doing special ticket sales. Obviously, by the time you're seeing this, you won't be able to get these sales. They're doing special ticket prices for these 2 days. But it is currently now the lights on self-guided tour, so I thought it'd be fun to go back through and kind of check that out, see if any more lights are on that previously weren't. But also just, I think it'll be fun to go back through. So we're heading back in. Does seem like we're gonna kind of conga line this, just like actual Howl-O-Scream. And I thought I would talk a little bit as we go through about all the features and stuff. Obviously, again, when you normally do this house, it's gonna be very dark in here. They do still have a lot of the props and stuff open. That was kind of funny that they started to go in here towards very early on. Obviously, one other thing that makes it a little bit brighter in here is it is daylight out, so that's all coming in from like windows and entrances and stuff. Normally you wouldn't have that, but obviously there is some lights above and stuff. Over here we do have a scale hole that I think, you know, would be quite scary. Obviously I think it's funny, there's a mesh here. When it's darker you won't be able to see as well through it, but I bet that scare will get you pretty bad. Scare off here to the left too. I can guarantee that one. Right there is where they'll swap. There is a pretty tight hallway that obviously you'll be walking through. I would think one of these are probably fake. I could be wrong. This one has handprints on it, so probably not. That would be surprised if one of these are like pull downs. When we were coming through earlier, this one did have tapping on it because I believe there was somebody back there making some noise for the house. Here's another room with definitely a scare spot there. The teddy bear back there. Scare spot off to the right. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a scare spot here too in the corner. This is a good time to kind of come into the house too. Either you're watching this or you actually came to it. See if you would ever like anything like this. I know a lot of people struggle with it. There's also a lot of people that might think they won't like it, but I don't know. I think you should always give it a try. Hole here, scare hole. You can always very much point them out in these daytime things. Scare off to the left. Same person. Chair. Exciting stuff. I do like the amount of moving stuff they do have in this house. I think that's super unique. This was the thing I was talking about before that I thought was super cool. Zip line would actually come through here, so they'll break through that painting. It'll probably reset on itself. They'll fly over you here as you're walking through. Probably not a scare spot anywhere right here. Too tight. Definitely one back here though, with the dead body here. This is probably one of those ones where they'll sit behind the counter, kind of reach out at you. They do have a lot of sound effects in here. Obviously, during the day, you can see like the speakers and stuff, but if it's as dark as it normally is in these houses, you wouldn't be able to see it. Scare spot there. You can't hear the clanking of the plates and stuff. I know the story behind this house. I don't know where a scare spot in here is. I low-key cannot see. It's too bright out. I would say if you are really scared of these houses, do not come early on. These are the worst time to come in because when it's still daylight out, your eyeballs will not adjust. So you're seeing a lot better than I can just because my eyeballs can't adjust. Obviously makes it, again, a lot scarier because you don't really know where you're going. But I do think it's sometimes fun to do it, especially at Horror Nights and Howl-O-Scream. I find it fun sometimes to do that. I think there's a scare spot off to the right, maybe? Again, I'm not sure. I can't hardly see right now. I do like that they have like one section that's kind of similar to what it will be during the actual house. Looks like a door. I doubt this is one for the scares. I think that's a worker door. Scare actors right down there. I'll probably reach in. Nasty toilet. Always a staple at these horror events. Oddly large bathtub. Most likely a scare behind the curtain here. We'll walk right back here. Here's the body. Again, I want to emphasize how good our tour guide did earlier. They do start it back up here soon, but for just a couple hours, it's just self-guided. So you just come through and you get to look at everything. I might come through one more time just to take some pictures. So it's kind of cool. Dead couple in bed, of course. The story behind this one seems to be a haunted house. It's been here for a long time. It's themed to Busch Gardens. So it's got that like tie-in theme that I think is super cool. I will say, I know nobody's in here. I hate these rooms. This is the scariest type of scare for me at a haunted house is mannequin rooms. So normally, obviously these are all hopefully fake. And they'll have like one here or, you know, they'll switch positions and stuff. So you don't know which one is real or not. Imagine there's one last scare here on the right. They do have a lot of the threads in this house. Oh, there's a scare right there. There's like these little like really thin threads that kind of feel like cobwebs. You know, kind of gives you that eerie feel as you walk through. Another scare hole there that again, once the lights are off, you wouldn't see that black curtain. This is just a generic like face hole. I think that's a normal scare hole. It looks like they just put a skeleton in there right now. Scare off to the right. I really like this room. It's kind of like a pseudo outside room with a greenhouse. Shelby right there, of course. I believe we're heading towards the end of the house. Into the out towers section, the garden. Obviously this will be quite scary. Normally scare actor behind that. Probably one off to the right. I wouldn't be surprised if there's ghillie suit ones in here. I've noticed Howl-O-Scream loves to use ghillie suit actors. It'll get you real bad. There might be one through here, that's normally a statue, kind of like these guys here, that will hide as one of the statues through here to scare the dickens out of you real quick.
Okay, probably trying to get
I
all
like the exit to here too. I doubt they have an actor out here, but it does cool with the stained glass. Well, there's a little self-guided tour of the Stranglewood Estate. I really think that house could be really great. Again, I haven't got to do this one. The last time I was here, I think it was like a biohazard house that was themed kind of zombie-like. So I definitely want to come back, try this house maybe this year, hopefully. I'd love to be able to film it for you guys. But this is definitely a unique way to see the houses. I also do think this is kind of a good way to see if you would like houses. It also might help some newer people. If you're coming here this year, this could be a good time to watch this video and kind of, or if you know somebody that wants to try it, watch the video, kind of see where the scare holes are. This could be a good first house because you kind of know where everything is. You can kind of anticipate it, be a little less scary. Not saying it won't be scary. I will warn anybody that's never done one of these events. The first house every year, horrifying. Even I've been going to these events for a long time. First house every year, I crap my pants every time. Like, it is horrifying. You're not used to it. But you, especially throughout the night, you do your first couple houses. It's almost like you get a high off of doing it. Your adrenaline starts pumping, and it just ends up being more fun than scary. Not saying you won't get scared, but you will end up having a good time. We're not going to do much more here at Busch Gardens, so this is where I'm going to end off this video. I do want to come back maybe for some more of the summer celebrations, but again, we weren't here for a super long time today. It is excruciatingly hot today. It is up in the high 90s and very humid, so it is quite sweaty. And I also do believe it's supposed to start raining here soon, so we're hoping to get out of here before that, just because we don't want to get stuck in the rain. But come check out Busch Gardens Tampa, obviously, for everything else other than horror. Their coasters are great here. They've got Iron Gwazi. That's enough said for most people with that. But again, I think this is super, super cool. I love that they do this. This is so unique. I really wish there would actually be more. I want to see them start doing this at SeaWorld. That would be super cool with some of their houses there, because some of them do stay up year round, just like this one. So thanks for watching. I hope this video brought a little bit more joy into your day. Brought a little bit of spooky during your summer. And we'll see you guys next time.